Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find some easy work at home jobs that you can do part-time. I'm going to show you 5 really good ways that you can go. These are things you can do outside of your primary source of income. If you have your own business, if you have a full-time job, or if you already have a part-time job and want another part-time job that doesn't involve a commute. If you want something pretty easy, this also applies because these are things that you don't need a lot of background, education, or knowledge or experience with. So these pretty much cover most of the major things people need that want to start working from home in some sort of fashion. So the first one that I recommend you look at is basically something you don't hear a lot about, but that is moderating. Okay, so it's basically online moderation of sites, usually where people post comments, where people can post social media stuff, where people can post on forums, basically places where there are user generated content and interaction. So there's a couple of places I recommend for doing this that are pretty much some of the leaders in these types of jobs. One of them is called Mod Squad, and Mod Squad basically allows you to moderate social media. So it's a worldwide company, so you can work outside of the US in different countries and things like that. You can take advantage of the opportunity being worldwide, maybe to get more work. It is basically focused on social media activities. So if you want to help companies with basically um, checking on what people are saying about your company or what their questions are about your company and things like that on social media, maybe involving Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., then this is something you might enjoy. You don't have to be in a certain location. You don't have to, have set, long hours like a full-time job. This is something you can do part-time. Basically, all you need is the internet and you're dealing with digital engagement. So you're chatting with customers, you're managing communities, you're maybe doing some posts on social media. You might even do a little bit with forums as well. So those are the types of things that you would be doing. So here's some more about it. You can go to modsquad.com to read more about it, about what they do, why they do what they do, what they've accomplished, and things like that. If you want to go ahead and try to join them and work for them, then you can go to modsquad.com/join the mods. And of course, I'll get the links in the show notes page when that comes out. Another one is Live World. So liveworld.com. Live World allows you to basically do the same thing as Mod Squad. It's very similar. You might do more forum stuff with Live World, but basically you're moderating online. So you are improving customer experience. You're looking at different conversations and messaging apps. You might do a little work on social media as well. You're trying to keep a good relationship between the company and the customers. So as far as moderating, you got liveworld.com. You can go to the About Us page at liveworld.com/about-us, or just go up here and click About. And then you can see about the team. You can see what they do, which they have right here under their mantra, and a little bit about them. And then you can see kind of who works for them and look at their careers. You can see that they have health insurance benefits, they have time off, they have vacation, flexible hours, 401k and stock options, online colleague community, and they are big on having passionate employees. So You can see their careers as well. You want to look for the stuff that says remote, anywhere in the US, or remote near a certain location maybe, and see what's available. But careers at LiveWorld, information about them, all that stuff is basically on the About page at liveworld.com/about-us. Another thing you can do is become a virtual assistant. And the thing about being a virtual assistant is it's very straightforward. It's usually very easy because you just get a very specific set of instructions to carry out. And usually it's like data entry, scheduling appointments, following up with people, maybe ordering something online for people, maybe writing a quick blog post for a company who has a blog or something like that. So usually they'll have very specific step-by-step instructions for you to do. The first company I would recommend for doing this is fancyhands.com, and it is a team of US-based virtual assistants where you can get a lot of different things done, or you can be the person who works and provides the services. So you do basic errands like for business professionals. You might proofread documents, you might research information online for them, you might book a limo for them, you might make them dinner plans. It's just pretty simple stuff like that that they just don't have time to do themselves. So you can go to fancyhands.com and sign up to get started there. And it's one of the probably better known companies for offering this type of work. But the great thing is with virtual assistants, you can do a company like Fancy Hands, work with them, and it's more of like a firm. It's a group of virtual assistants instead of having to rely on one person all the time. So that if you ever got sick or something, or you wanted to take a vacation, there would be a lot of problems if this was just your own gig as a virtual assistant. So I've seen people make mistakes doing that. You want to work with some sort of firm or something like this. If you want to just look for specific jobs, like, you know, a contract job or a freelance virtual assistant job where you're not really committing to working with anyone long term, then you can go to the virtualassistants.com website, where it is just a job board of nothing but virtual assistant work. So sometimes they'll be US based, sometimes they might be based somewhere else. You might do all kinds of different things, like some of the things I just mentioned earlier with Fancy Hands: proofreading documents, sending emails, ordering things for people, setting up appointments. That's the type of stuff you usually do. You can use whatever your current job skills are. You work from home. You're not committed as much with something like this because you're doing just, like a specific job instead of just working by the hour as a virtual assistant for some company. So you usually have 800 plus jobs available on virtualassistants.com. Number 3, you can do transcription. And the reason this is so easy to do and so flexible is basically all you're doing is turning an audio into text. There isn't any software that really has gotten this down yet, especially with punctuation and stuff. So as somebody who does a lot of videos like I do, trust me, I've tried different transcription services that were software based, and most of them don't do that well. So that's why we hire transcriptionists. And a couple places you could go to be a transcriptionist where you just turn a video or a podcast or something like that, whatever it is that's audio based, an interview maybe, and turn it into text. One would be Rev. Another thing about Rev, you can also make money doing captions for videos. When you turn captions on, it has the words at the bottom of the video. You can do that as well. It's kind of an added bonus. And you can also do translation if you are multilingual. So as far as Rev goes, you're either a translator or a transcriptionist or both. So it just depends on what you're good at. And as you can see, the rates are about $1 per minute, and it's pretty straightforward. So you can just go to www.rev.com to get started and go down to get started with Rev at the sign up part of the page. So basically, to sign up, you would just go to become a freelancer down here. Or, you know, I think you can do it on the about page if you want to. But like right here, freelancers, you can do it here as well. Like I said, you can also do it at the button down there. So that's how you sign up for the Rev. Another one is Scribie. So Scribie basically allows you to make money doing transcription services. Same thing. Their rate is 75 cents a minute, so they might attract more businesses because they are a little bit cheaper. That's basically how they do it, is per minute. And as far as Scribie goes, it hires transcriptionists to work from home. They pay about $10 for each audio hour that you are working. So every time you're working on an audio, they pay you about $10 for each hour of that. So $10 an hour is actually more than like the minimum wage in many places around the world. So it's pretty decent pay. You can work very flexible hours, and it's all online work. Very easy. You're just converting audio to text. So you would go to Scribie.com to get started. Number 4 is data entry. And data entry, of course, is very simple. Basically, you're using like an Excel spreadsheet or something like that. Usually, you just input data. These people just don't have the time to do it themselves. It's very easy. It's not going to be something that makes you millions of dollars, but it is something that's very flexible that you can do from home. ClickWorker is one of the better known data entry companies that can get you jobs doing this. So as you can see, you can explore solutions if you're like a business or their pricing, but if you're actually wanting to do this and be the data entry person, then you can just click for ClickWorker, that button up there, to get started and hopefully start doing some work for them. So you could read a little bit more about them, but like I said, it's very, very straightforward. It's a site that basically pays you to work whichever hours you prefer, and you're doing web search, editing, data entry, writing, translation, stuff like that. The pay starts about $9 per hour for ClickWorker. So, again, that's more than minimum wage in a lot of places. Another thing you can do is the Smart Crowd. The Smart Crowd is by Lionbridge, which offers all kinds of work-from-home solutions. But Smart Crowd is data entry. And data entry, of course, like I said, very straightforward, very easy to do. They hire online data entry keyers, and you just do various typing tasks. So one side note, you might want to be a fast typer to do this type of stuff. But flexible hours, work from home, all that stuff. You don't need a lot of experience with this type of stuff. You can log in whenever you are available and complete as much work as you can manage. It's in the US only though, so you need to be in the United States to do this with Lionbridge, the Smart Crowd section of Lionbridge, which is the smartcrowd.lionbridge.com if you want to check it out. But you do not like pick a set schedule of hours. You actually just work whenever you have time. Number 5 is being a call center rep. So a lot of call centers are going home-based now. If you want to do this, one of the top companies I can recommend is liveops.com. where you can just become an agent by clicking this big orange button up here. You would be just answering phone calls from home, basically helping customers and things like that. You're an independent contractor, meaning you do not actually get employed by LiveOps or any other company affiliated with them. You are more or less a freelancer. So you work on your own time. And the only side note other than that really is you need to have $65 to put into a credit and background check. So they make you do a credit and background check just to keep a, solid workforce, and they don't want to have anyone, messing with their clients. So just to make sure, pay the $65 one time for these background checks and credit checks, and if you feel like you're good in those areas, you can become an agent and start working their call center jobs. Another one is VoiceLog, and they are another call center type of job that you can get from home, and you basically get hired as a live operator. The hours you choose to work are entirely up to you, so you have a lot of flexibility. It's very easy. They train you everything you need to know. You'll also notice here they have automated scripts and things like that you can use, so it's not like you have to think on the fly of everything. They give you scripts. You're basically just picking up the phone and helping people based on the information that VoiceLog gives you for the job. So it's very easy, very straightforward. Shouldn't take you long to learn whatever you need to say. And of course you have notes to cheat off of. So other than that, that's it for this video. I just wanted to do a quick video that showed you some examples of places that can hire you or give you plenty of work that is very flexible, that is very easy to do, doesn't require a lot of knowledge from schooling or experience or anything like that, and allows you to work when you want from the comfort of your home. So if you got something from this video, if you feel like it was of value to you, please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. Also, if you want to let me know what you thought about the video or add some other companies to this list that you've had experience with or recommend, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll have the show notes, related content, links that I mentioned, all of that stuff on selfmadesuccess.com for you in the coming days for this specific video, and I'll get a link to that in the description soon as well. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps, and I hope you have a great day.